Hey everybody, welcome. Black Dog Live Show, August, whatever today is, 2019, out here in Giles County, Virginia. You wouldn't quite guess that, because I'm standing in front of a truck you've seen a ton, but look at the scenery. We're up here at the Doe Creek Orchard, doing a delivery. We're actually delivering a stained glass window that we salvaged, probably 15 years ago from a church in Washington, Pennsylvania. And it's just Dad and I, like old times. We got the little Hino out here, and it's a big arched window. Actually, you can see it from where I'm at. That's the barn it's going in, which is going to be a restaurant, a speakeasy style restaurant. And that opening in the top of the building is where the stained glass window is going that they bought from us. So I'm actually going to walk in here to the shop where everybody is and where the window is currently standing that we delivered.
Hey,
What's this guy?
What's going on, America?
What are we doing here?
I'm trying to figure out Facebook.
Don't worry about it. It's here. We'll answer the... Oh, I can see comments actually right now,
go.
so that's cool.
Hey. Well, welcome. We're up in Giles County, Pembroke, at a cool farm. I don't know if Tay told you already.
A little bit.
We're at Doe Creek Farms, and this is an old orchard, and we're with the owner here, Georgia. She's
Say hi to America.
hey, America. And her right-hand man,
Mr. Light.
Mr. Light, and
She comes up with the projects. He makes it happen.
you know, that's
As far as I understand it, right? Yeah.
That's a perfect relationship. You know, I come up with the ideas, but unfortunately, I have to start them and let somebody else finish them. Yeah, that guy. Okay. But we're up here today bringing a really cool piece of stained glass that's been with us for 15 years. As a matter of fact, young Tay, at 12 years old, this was his first salvage job. And you know, so that means we've been stewards of this piece of glass for a long time. And you can see little Tay. He didn't have a beard back then because he was
Just pretend.
He was only 12. He was a little taller than that at 12. But
It was you and Robert, myself, my late cousin Jacob Hill,
Jake and
Borzo Jerkovic, a spicy Croatian guy.
yeah,
that
it
used to work
was
for
a
us.
true motley crew. But we had a great time doing it. It was early on in Black Dog, and again, we had this. I always say everything we have will sell eventually, and this is a perfect.
You do say that a lot.
I do. Again, we will sell it eventually, and this is a perfect example. Georgia had an idea for this new restaurant up here called the Bad Apple, and it's going to open sometime in October. So if you're in the area, you want to get up here and experience it. But she wanted something really kind of as a keystone piece, and that's. She fell in love with this one. She had Shelley Luttrell with Sear Art come and do some repairs on it. Imagine that, it needed repairs. It wasn't a salvage shop.
Yeah.
And then Tay and I today brought it up, and they're going to be putting it in this measured opening in the end of the restaurant, and that's the only window in this thing. So it's really going to be cool. They'll backlight it for night, and of course the daytime will illuminate it. And I'm looking forward to coming up and seeing it in place, but also, enjoying some of the local cuisine. It's not fried. What was the other thing you said?
Not fried, not pizza.
It's not fried. Say it again.
Not pizza.
You want to come be in it real quick?
Come on, America wants to see.
All right.
You
But
don't have to give away any secrets.
I showed him a little bit of the barn, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but this new restaurant is a kind of a speakeasy concept.
Yep, speakeasy concept. So we'll have entrees. We'll have some good salads, some really good food, and all local spirits from Virginia.
Beers and wines.
Beers, wines, and spirits,
Right.
all from Virginia. And as much local produce as we can possibly get in this area, which is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very rich valley.
Where are we located exactly?
We are in near Pembroke, Virginia, and it's between Blacksburg and, I guess, Pembroke.
Yeah, right.
It's on the way to West Virginia, but we're about 20 miles west of Blacksburg.
Yeah, and that's where Virginia Tech is, and there's
Yep.
a lot of, it's a big school, well known. So if you're in the area, and I know people are, just last week, were taking their kids for their first day at school and always looking for other things to do. And And in October, when you come back for winter break to pick them up, you got to come up here and frequent this. I'm sure there's a website for it.
There is. DoeCreekFarm.com is our website for what we have now, apples and the wedding venue. We don't have one yet for Bad Apple.
But there'll be a link.
But there will be a link. Yeah, we're going to have a link for that too. So
and we'll have it on.
8 weeks away, right?
8 weeks.
no pressure. No pressure, Darryl.
Yeah.
To turn a barn into a restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, speakeasy, hidden doors, crazy experience. Hey, good luck.
It will be done. He's done everything else on this place.
It will be done. That's what I like to hear.
We got about 100 people watching, y'all.
Already?
We got people
Hey,
checking in
that's
from upstate New York, New Hampshire, Colorado.
Cool.
Marlene says beautiful piece of art, so she certainly approves in your window choice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
This window came from a building. Did we say Washington, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, so this, for those that just tuning in, we are live from Giles County,
Giles County.
At the Doe Creek Orchard and wedding venue and soon to be speakeasy. Dad and I delivered this big stained glass window just this morning.
Yeah.
Threw it in the truck, came down. This is the staging area before it gets mounted in the opening that's been cut into this beautiful barn. But we salvaged this from a church in Washington, Pennsylvania. Took pretty good care of it, but Shelly from Sarah Art came by to fix it up a little bit.
Right, just to get the big holes covered, I think.
But then Georgia here fell in love with it, and so we're here.
We're doing our
we
thing.
just did that. Everything I just said.
This is kind of the circle of life for salvage. You know, it comes out before a demolition. We put some love into it. We house it. We feed it, just like feeding this guy this year.
I've taken that over.
That's
from you.
right. And then we hope somebody comes and falls in love with it and takes it home. And that's what Georgia's done. And we can't be happier. Obviously, we like selling stuff, so we are a retail organization. But
It's cool to see though the life cycle of salvage, right?
Yeah, and this is it'll be here till it's recycled again. And I mean, I wish it longevity. I hope it's here forever, but I won't be around when this thing gets recycled because this is I'm a little older. You know how that goes.
We got a Vanessa Mays commented, can't wait. She's from historic Christiansburg and Cambria.
Cool.
So you may have a customer
Excellent,
coming from the
excellent.
live stream.
So we're doing a little pre-advertising for the speakeasy, the Bad Apple.
That's right. This is a pretty amazing venue. And I had no idea it existed. So
It's not on the edge of the road, that's for sure.
Just get the word out.
It's a
Yeah.
word of mouth kind of thing. Just you hear about it. Oh, that was the greatest experience. Or where is it? I mean, we'll give it some kudos, especially when we come back to see it lit up. We really want to come up and sample the. I heard there's some really good pork. There's some beef on the property.
apple-fed pork.
Apple-fed pork. That's
8 weeks away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying
It's
that.
lunch time. I think there's some pork. I think there's some barbecue around here somewhere we need to find. Because I do like pork.
Oh, man, I love it.
The other white meat,
That's right.
as they call it. But,
Let's go outside
let's
and
go
look at
outside
the.
and check it out.
So this is the shop, and then up the hill there is the yeah, sure. Because you can see the hole it's going in from here, can't you?
We can walk up there if you want.
That's right. I don't want to get too shaky on the camera.
got you, yeah.
But I'll zoom in. Yeah, right there on the edge of that barn is where the window's going.
And you can barely see the arch up there, but this was the old what barn was it?
Sheep barn.
This was a sheep barn. I don't know what designates that from a cow barn or a pig barn, but it's a sheep barn. They had sheep on the property.
That's where we had
Did
the
y'all
sheep.
shear the sheep?
We had somebody do that.
I do that for you,
Yep,
but that was
yep.
that was their
Yep.
commodity.
Oh yeah.
So you kept them happy, you
Shear
got them
the sheep.
furry, and then you took that and you started all over again.
Yeah, and
I bet-
sold the lambs.
I bet they only sold lambs.
Yep.
There you go. Our Croatian friend would have loved that. I love lamb too. Not going to be lamb on the menu though.
Not from here. Not at all. We took her home, so.
Yeah, this is again. There's a lot of really cool barns and estates and orchards in the area that are being converted to what they're doing now. We'll walk around here and show you her self-service you-pick vineyard, or not vineyard, orchard. And she's got some cool apples. That's coming up next week, I think, right?
Saturday.
Yeah.
They open Saturday.
So if you're in the area and you want a bushel of loved apples, then this is the place to come. I've never heard of a you-pick orchard before.
Yeah, I sell them by the pound.
All right.
Yeah, they're all you pick.
They're beautiful. I mean, I was just over there looking. There's a want to walk over?
Yeah, Mom's watching, by the way. Say hi to your
Mom.
wife.
Hey, Susie. Hey, I just bought a gyrocopter. You might want to, make sure that my insurance is picked up.
You also got a shout out, Georgia, from a Janet Kern from Bath County.
Oh, okay.
She says, sounds like a great project. Kudos.
Excellent. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You got to take a little bit to your left. There you go.
Welcome back. I'm trying to keep it not as shaky for y'all. I know I've been listening to your comments, trying to cure the motion sickness of our viewers.
Right, yeah, real slow.
But I'll flip it back around. So look at that. Tell the people what we're looking at here.
Georgia, you want to tell the folks what we're looking at?
Oh yeah, this is my U-pick orchard. These are all dwarf trees, and this Saturday they ripen from left to right. That's how I planted them. So this Saturday we will have Johnafree, Jonagold, Honeygold, Liberty, and Honeycrisp apples for sale.
I bet there's one on that vine that's ripe now.
I
I
bet
could
there
probably
is.
have for lunch.
There probably is. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go pick me a pound of
Okay.
apple here. Just a little early picking, but I'm here. Why not? And we're in a really cool place. Behind us is Mountain Lake. Susie, you remember Mountain Lake? That's where it all started. And it's a really cool place. But this is a beautiful valley. Giles County is gorgeous. Giles, and then the other side over in Bath and Wythe, and man, we're just in a really gorgeous part of Virginia. If you haven't been here, the leaves are coming. You know what that means? The leaving. All the colors come out in October, September, October. So that's a big draw. That's a good time to open up, by the way.
That's right.
In October, there'll be a lot of leavers. I guess what they call people who come in with the leaves.
Peepers, I think.
Peepers?
Yeah,
Peepers.
leaf peepers. Yeah.
Peepers. I say
Yeah.
peepers, you get arrested.
Yeah, Virginia. Someone asked what state we're in. We are in Virginia. We're about an hour and a half away from Roanoke. I guess southwest of Roanoke, right?
Yep.
And yeah, Southwest Virginia
Northwest.
is probably some of the most beautiful fall scenery for photographers and artists and people that just love nature. This is a beautiful place to be, to see the leaves change colors. Rick Burton says grew up in Narrows. That's awesome.
Down the road, good fishing down there.
Some people from Georgia checking in. Hello from Texas. Can't wait to visit in October.
There you go.
I'm not sure if they're talking about us or you, but do
Well, you
both.
can do both.
Or
You
both.
can
Yeah.
still do Black Dog and come up and see these guys. They're only a little over, an hour and a half away, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Real easy to get to. It's just a fantastic day. The clouds have broken. We got turkey buzzards hovering over us. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure.
That's usually not a good sign, but we're still standing, so we can fight them off. They're beautiful flowers, though. They really are.
But we were here delivering a window, and I certainly did not expect this. This is a beautiful piece of land you got.
This is a wedding venue she has. She turned the old apple barn into a wedding venue. She has an area to have weddings in front of the old homestead, the old house, which is in beautiful shape, as I can see.
Leslie Francisco, or let's see, Jeannie Lucchini said she was just here last week.
Cool.
So great.
Nice.
Right.
How about that?
Leslie says, so apple picking starts next week? Question?
Yes, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And I am open Labor Day, and yes, I will have fresh cider. I've gotten that question quite a bit.
Oh, and
Nice.
we saw the cider press that she has. It's a really cool piece. It's new technology, 1980s.
Yep.
I think it was. And we were used to the old, what'd you call it? A
Rack and cloth.
rack and cloth press that we
Oh yeah, where there's layers of
layers, and then you use basically a big screw, screw press to press
right.
it down. I'm sure this is a lot more. I'd love to just come up and get a glass of apple juice.
What is the
call that
name of the
cider.
place? The name of the
cider.
place for those that are just joining is Doe Creek
Doe Creek Farm.
Farm. Doe Creek Orchards, Doe Creek Farm.
Doe Creek Farm.
Right off of 460.
We're here in
which,
Southwest Virginia, in Giles County.
Right.
It's kind of like a radio show where you have to reintroduce what you're talking about for people.
It's
If you're
okay.
just joining
I
us.
need to hear things more than once.
Yeah,
It's
good.
rehearsal. You might, because we forget, we forget. But the clouds broke. It was a real foggy, low cloud morning, and the sun's coming out, and it's just amazing here. This is a great place to work, I'm sure, but a beautiful place to get apples, get married, get some cider, and soon to come and
Have some food.
have some food.
And
Yeah.
drinks.
That's
Local
right.
drinks, local wine, local beer.
Yep.
That's exciting.
You guys you're gonna have to have a crowd control here. There's gonna be so many people coming to see you.
Jason Nowicki says, talking about the buzzards, he says that means you guys need to move.
Yeah.
If the buzzards are circling.
Well, there's only two of them, and they're not hovering right over us, Jason.
Yeah.
So I think we're okay. I think we're fine.
We've got the deer standing down here, just anticipating.
Is there
Can
deer?
you see them?
Right there on the other side of
See
the
them,
path.
Tay? If you notice, there's a tent
I doubt the camera's gonna get them, but
around the apple orchard.
yeah.
Yeah, there's standing
That's
room
the-
only for the deer.
Because
Yes.
the deers don't pull out their credit cards when they eat the apples. They just kind of take off and laugh at you on
They
the
use
way
the
out.
2-hoof discount.
Yeah, that's right. They're gone. So I've never seen an apple orchard like this. It's
Oh, they're up against the side of the fence. Look at that.
Yeah, they're waiting to get in.
They're looking for a hole.
Take you guys down here to the apples. Look at them. Oh, they're running. Hi, deer. Look at all these apples. Jonna Free, Jonna Gold, Honey Gold. Thanks for the compliment, Susan. I'll take any that I can get. Look at that crew. Well, what are we doing the rest of the day? About to head back to Roanoke?
we're gonna get back on the road. You can buy me lunch if you want, somewhere in Blacksburg maybe, or we'll just keep going. Or
I'll buy you
maybe I'll
lunch.
just maybe I'll just munch on an apple on the way.
There you go.
But this is just a treat for us. I'm glad we're able to share it with you guys. I don't get to do Facebook Live as much as Tay and Grayson do. And Grayson, if you're watching, we miss you. And America misses you, by the way.
Right.
I'm not as pretty as her, and there's a good reason for that. But she's...
However, Cindy says, Mike, you've slimmed down. What's the secret to your girlish figure,
believe it
as
or not,
she said?
It's, I've good eating. I've gone to the veggie salad, watching my diet, apple cider vinegar, drinking water, cutting sugars out and carbs. You know, I have lost about 10 pounds, I guess, and I'm sporting a new haircut today.
Look at you.
Thank you, Jax, from downtown Roanoke, and my sisters and mom that gave me a gift certificate to get my hair coiffed. Yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight, and it feels good.
Well, out here, speaking of healthy eating and healthy living, that's what you do out here, right?
That's it.
Local food, local beverages, farm to table.
And keep moving.
No fried food.
No fried food.
And pizza.
And no pizza.
They can get that
They
elsewhere.
can
That's
get
right.
There are so many places.
Yeah,
To
Yeah.
So they're breaking the mold. They're gonna do something a little bit different on this property, and I'm really excited to have been a part of delivering an iconic piece that's gonna live there, and people are gonna ooh ah for it. I guarantee you. You know, that's every time I've seen one go up after we've salvaged it, it's always been put in a place of reverence and honor its history, and that's really what you're doing. by
Yeah,
buying it.
we will. And thank you for bringing it up here. We did not want to haul it from Roanoke.
Well,
up here.
you know, pieces
No,
like
we
yours
were
are
not looking forward
close,
to
and
that,
then we had some people quote it. I'm going like, that's one of those things where you just have to. It's called white glove delivery. I didn't have my gloves on.
Yes,
but,
it is.
Tay had a white shirt on, so there you go.
It was. Thank you.
But it's
So one more time, tell the people what we're doing here real quick, and then wrap us up.
okay. So we are in Giles County, between Blacksburg and Pembroke, at the Doe Creek Farm, and we're with Georgia, the owner. This is where she grew up. I'm thinking this is a family farm. Our father and mom did it, and we're here delivering a really cool piece of stained glass we've had for 15 years. It came out of Washington, Pennsylvania. Tay's first salvage job, and we brought it up here. So she's going to put it in her new restaurant, which is the
Bad apple.
Bad Apple, and there won't be one bad apple on the menu, I guarantee you. Local fare, local pork.
That's it
local
right
beef.
there, right? That's
Right
going to be
behind
it.
us, right
That's
behind
it.
us, and it's opening sometime in October, I've been told. So stay tuned.
October.
October. There you go. Did you see that smile there? He's a confident man.
He's got to make it happen.
That's right. That's right. I'm sure it's a group effort, but it's going to be a cool destination, and just another one of the destinations you come to Southwest Virginia for. Black Dog and Roanoke being one. Blacksburg's really cool. I mean, this is cool. This is a great area, and so I feel very lucky to be here with Georgia and her on her farm, and it's going to be a ongoing story to tell.
Well, let's hit it.
Thanks, America. We're on the road.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to go back. I'll show you guys the window one more time, but we're going to go back up here to the truck. You guys settle up, do whatever. Oh, I have an invoice for you, actually.
Okay.
Perfect. little bit of business to handle. Doe Creek Farm. Let's see. Christine Weaver says hi from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, Christine. Christine?
Christine, yep.
Christine. Charlotte, that's my
When are you
hometown,
guys?
by the way.
When she asked when you guys are going to come back with new episodes?
Hopefully someday soon, but we'll let you know. It'll be in the Charlotte Observer on the front page.
Yeah, right. On a slow news day. I'm not sure what I did. What I do.
Still on?
Yep. So here's the window that we delivered.
Just to give you a little scale here, I'm 6'3", so this thing is well over 8 feet tall, at least 79, 80 inches wide. It's a beautiful piece, a gorgeous color. Shelley Luttrell did a great job in cleaning it and repairing it. And Tay, you and I did a great job of delivering it, and they're going to do a great job of putting it in the restaurant.
Where'd it come from?
It came from Washington, Pennsylvania. This is something we did way back in the early days when you were 12 years old. Tay's 26, do the math. And it's I'm just glad to see stuff go to a good home, because this is why we do what we do. Save it for reuse. You know, we don't have a museum there, although sometimes it looks like that when you're walking through it. But this is a museum. You can buy stuff to reuse, and this is a perfect example of how you do it. And we're just honored to be a part of this whole thing. And I'm looking forward to coming back and having a great meal here.
Well, thank you guys for watching this Wednesday live show with Dad and I here from Giles County, Virginia. We try to give you an inside scoop of, you know, what we do.
Yeah. You get to see the circle of salvage.
We certainly weren't filming anything when we salvaged this window.
No, that was in the early days. Get a little dark there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
But, you know, we'll film it now, and it looks beautiful, and it's going to be enjoyed. And she was just walking through our showroom and obviously had the project in mind, but didn't know what she was quite looking for.
And she's bought
and just saw it.
hardware before when she was restoring the house. And so, you know, it's just nice that we have customers that really enjoy and come and see what we do and take it home. That's a good thing.
It's what you want. Otherwise, he's going to hold on to it forever, and then I'll have to deal with it. Yeah.
I'll let you hold on it forever, because I'll be gone at that time, and it's yours, by the way. So, you know,
right.
come save Tay from me and buy all the stuff we have, and we'll fill it up again. But we want to tell more stories like this on following the salvage. I don't know what we're going to call it. Maybe we'll do a podcast. Maybe we'll do something else. But we want to show kind of. And then we've had questions before where people wanting to know whatever happened to that piece.
Right.
And we want to start doing some features that show where the stuff is and who bought it and where it came from. And because everybody likes us to hear a story. And we're telling stories of history, but architectural history, but also it's new, the new chapter that it's got in its life, which is, you know, it's this. That's what it's all about.
Well, I think we should listen to Michelle Hall and get back to work.
All right, Michelle, thanks. Who do you know, Robert or something?
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys for watching. See you next week.
All right.